over here.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus, woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin, a title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it. He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective, and UC. Military, and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. That's not an unfair assessment. But what we're doing now, I'm really trying to set some things right here. So your help means a lot more than I figured you might realize. I just thought you ought to know. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here. Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise. Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions. That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars. The Red Devils unit I was a part of, they were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift. I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being Fleet Admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life. Come find me when you're done.
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
I don't know why they set up shop here. They'd be better off.
Wow, you look completely different.
You look great. But if you'd like to look better, you're in the right place. Hi, welcome to Enhance. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I'm sure my staff... If you're here to try something new or on a whim, or to replicate a look you've seen and loved elsewhere, or just want to love your reflection in the mirror a little bit more, all our services and records are private and... Oh my God, you certainly... I did. No, I... Sorry, you just took me a little off guard. I may have lost a data slate containing the confidential information. Little things, you know, like payment, information, proceed... Oh no, who am I kidding? This is so bad. Because... Also, it all just spilled out. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Please. I'm begging. Yes. Oh, thank you. And let's see, I frequent the Terror Brew. Thank you for doing this. Oh, and don't read anything on it. If you'd ever like to make a change, you're up to the task.
Don't be nervous. You got this.
Easy for you to say, top of the class.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's club. All visitors are by appointment only, I'm afraid. People like you, even with your grades.
Yeah, I'm sure a junior assistant authority is involved in a wide variety of...
As you can see,
Thanks for choosing Terror Brew. What can I get you?
Keep
Hello and
coming.
welcome to Terror Brew. How may corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers... Certainly. Please take your time.
Impressive.
Times change, but one thing's constant. People need coffee.
Down with the FC is nothing but a bunch of warmongers and murderers. Well, I want it torn down, of course. The fact that there's even an embassy for them here after what they did, it's a tear it down. Ha! Diplomacy? That doesn't mean anything to the FC. They'll break... What's my problem with them? Really? The Colony War was an unforgivable tragedy. Countless lives could have been spared, but the Freestar Collective took my father away from... Oh, please. Grief has nothing to do with it. Facts are facts. And the fact of the matter is that Well, the fact that there's even... Tear it down. When dealing with the FC, you're right. They'll just pick and choose. They don't care what the consequences. All right.
I can't get enough of all the trees around here. Yeah, I work at MAST, in the Office of Interstellar Affairs. I'm a sort of liaison. I help solve communication problems, show visiting diplomats the city, things like that. Probably doesn't sound all that exciting to you, but I love it. I've been interested... No, I'm from Neon. I moved here a couple... It's a part of MAST's administrative wing. We handle relations between the UC and the Freestar Collective. One of our main focuses is making sure the armistice stays intact. I don't think... Oh, I love it. Thanks. Maybe I'll...
The Freestar Collective. A collective of snakes.
Excuse me. I'm meeting with If you want a coffee...
You can
see the
tell they put a
barista.
lot of care into their franchises.
Good. Ever been to Sidonia? My brother... There's a huge tree in the Embassy District, across from... Trust me, it may sound dumb, but I think everyone should... Or maybe... Oh, sure. There's always tons of travel. I love talking with the new people. Not to mention, it's also not... Well, of course. He's a Marine stationed in Sidonia. My dad worked his butt off so that we could all have safe jobs here in New Atlantis. But he says he's okay, and that he loves his job and all that. But I don't think he understands. I hope you're right. I just have such... But... Oh my... I'm sorry. It just feels good to get it... Have a good one. I really love this place. Hope to see you again soon.
Welcome. If you're looking for the best cut of meat in the settled systems, look no further. The general term? A sharpening stone, for knives. The kind of knives that cut the most delicious meat in the settled systems. This whetstone, though, is the best restaurant you've ever eaten at. If you like a perfect steak, you're in the right place. You must be joking. I have an exclusive contract with the Trade Authority. It's all shipped in from off-world. And no, I'm not divulging the planet of origin. I guarantee you won't...
Never a dull day in the big city.
I've got the best meal you've had all week. Guaranteed.
Enjoy Terra Brew.
Every time I've come here, there's a line for coffee.
Never forget what the FC did. Never forget.
Whoa, whoa. The heck you doing?
Enhance is here for you, no matter your needs. Oh, yes. Enhance's proprietary registered technology is absolute. There is a reason we've been the #1 most trusted brand for Enhance will... How can I help you? Come back anytime.
I'm afraid, due to recent legislative action, I'm no longer able to allocate ships. I can, however, deal in general goods. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. You mean besides providing a pleasant face for customers to interact? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products, all... Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. I hope we have what you... Back to it then.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to you?
You're only as safe as your equipment up. Welcome to Outland. We deal in only the finest, most reliable gear for whatever adventure. All of our products come highly recommended by individuals who have devoted their lives to... And while I've never needed them myself, I stand by everything. No flying for me. Not... Goodness, no, I just couldn't. You're out there millions of miles away from anything, and if something goes... I can't stomach the thought. I prefer solid ground under my feet. And preferably a hot, fresh coffee within reach. I do. In this line of work, not seeing people come back would not only suggest that they're not satisfied with our business, but that whatever they purchased had failed, leaving them unable to return. I would not be able to sleep at night if I... Please do. Good luck on all your adventures.